Hello, today we speak about Lemurian crystals. First, a quick history about Lemuria. Lemuria is a mythological ancient continent, also known as Mu, which was located in the South Pacific on the Ring of Fire, along with other civilizations such as Atlantis. Lemurian people were highly evolved, spiritually, emotionally. They were the superhuman being, if you wish. These people, 14,000 years ago, were thriving on Earth, living in peace, love, and perfect harmony, along with the other human beings that we know that weren't living so good. Anyways, the holy people of Lemuria, the sages and the most high shamans, they were sensing and starting foreseeing a major disaster would come soon. What it's called in nowadays the Great Flood actually came about 3,000 years later. So foreseeing these events, the sages started to actually spreading vocally at first all the info that they had, all the knowledge that they had to people, hoping that in time would decode could actually in the DNA of these people. Also, they started spreading their knowledge in crystals. They went deeper within the earth and started mapping the tunnels of the inner earth and the core of earth, preparing to go underground when the actual flood would came. And they encoded these crystals with all this knowledge about the deep DNA and the deep enlightenment of human beings and what we are meant to be. When the flood did actually came, they went underground and they survived. And when the water receded, even though everybody on top of the earth were dead, the Lemurian people are what we know as today as the Native American history begins. Now, Lemurian people started decoding for over 3,000 years this information, and the specific crystal they choose are very, very particular because they have a specific form and a specific characteristic. First of all, the light that they emanate. Like in these, which is really simple, you can see how the light is exploding pretty much. Whatever it's white, whatever it's golden healer, a golden Lemurian, or whatever it is, even a pink one, there is the light that this is a sphere, and being polished you can see the light. But also from the ones that don't come from Brazil, like this one from Tibet, for example, and it's not visible to the eye, but you can feel the light from these pieces. And I know it's hard, but once you actually hold them, you can feel it. Now, let's go back a step. First, many years ago, the first examples of Lemurian that were found were from Serra do Cabral in Brazil, and these two are examples of them. They were outstanding. They were stunning because, how can I say? Well, of course, the New Age movement started, and first was about beauty, because we are human beings. So, what I came to know meditating and listening to the messages encoded is that the Lemurian people wanted somebody to be attracted first from the beauty of these crystals. And I mean, look at this. You can see the craziness of those pieces, and it's amazing. Anyway, like everything, to begin something, the beginning of something with something that would be important. So then they started spreading these beauties all over the world, because at first you start in Brazil, you got their attention, and now let's spread in the whole world. Let's make this from an elite gift to a worldwide gift, because remember, they for 3,000 years they spoke it with as many people as they wanted in order to spread and give this knowledge to as many as possible, to make it encoded in the DNA of the human beings. So they went from exclusively Brazil, they started went all over in Brazil, and then in Colombia, Tibet, China, Himalaya, what is it, Zambia, everywhere. Now you can find Lemurian crystal everywhere. How do you understand a Lemurian crystal from a normal muso-growth crystal? What's muso-growth? Okay, let's see. One is easy to see. Okay, this one, for example. Muso-growth is when pretty much a crystal grows on an environment where there is water, and what happens is that the water recedes and come back, and that's thousand years, lots of years. And what happens is that you see every ridge the water leaves a mark. Now, Lemurians grow on the earth, remember, there is no water involved, and that's already a telltale about what's a Lemurian and what's a muso-growth. The ridges are different, the crystals are different, the power that you can feel when you hold these crystals is different. Whatever it is from Brazil, like that one, like this one is blade of light. It's a different type of Lemurian. This is more an attack crystal. We'll talk about this later on. Okay, and then this one from Colombia. You see the ridges, it's different. The energy feels different, everything is different. Even somebody doesn't have a mastery about crystals can see and feel the difference between a Lemurian and a muso-growth, which is the water tak. Now what I want to say is a little something about the messages that are inside these crystals. First of all, most people that use those gain an immense healing emotionally. There is a love energy in these crystals that is beyond anything on earth. That I didn't find this energy, this soothing energy, this peace with anything else. And trust me, I handle so many crystals all the time, and I've been doing this for over 7 years, so it's like I had my fair share of rocks, and there is nothing like those. And this is why this is like 10% of my collection of Lemurians, because I just adore this crystal. But also there are messages, and what are those messages? I don't want to say too much, because this is something that you need to use for your own growth and your own reading. What I can tell you is something that taught me is about Earth-centered living. We have this desire to live through our crown chakra, our third eye, this enlightenment, but this will never, ever happen until you understand that human beings are meant to live with the heart chakra. Living not much about love only, but it's like the difference between darkness and light. There is no such a thing as darkness, light. There is like love and not love. Everything is neutral in nature, spiritually. There is the sacred law of neutrality. It's all about love or not love. And I'm not talking about love like from a man and a woman or whatever is your preference. I'm talking about the love that is what the Lemurian people try to put in our DNA, this breathing through the heart chakra, living through the heart chakra. When human beings will be able to make a connection from the heart to the third eye crown chakra, human being will be ready for the next step in evolution, where we'll get closer and closer to become just as the Lemurian people. Sorry. Again, sorry. And they gave us the tools. They gave us the information. It's on our DNA, because we are the sons, we are the daughters of those ancestral people that listen and actually went through this immense knowledge. We just need to remember, and Lemurian crystals help you to remember. This is why I want to debunk this thing that many says that Lemurian crystals are genuine only if they come from Brazil, from Serra do Cabral, whatever. These are the old stock. These are the battering ram, the ones that came first and boom, brought this. I'm getting your attention. Take my attention. Listen to me. Okay, you are listening. I give you different information. Gold, scarlet. You listen to this. Okay, I'm gonna give you everybody this information in every corner of the world, in every single place. You will listen to this because you want to listen to this. These are the missing link in the chain of evolution, and it's up to you to take advantage of them. I hope this will help to understand a little bit more crystals, Lemurian crystals, and the Lemurian people, because I get a lot of questions about Lemurians, because it's easy to go in a book and read those 3 sentences. Most of these, yes, I read something in books, I made my research and everything, but the spiritual part is my message, what they told me, and what they want me to share with the world. Thank you, and be everybody blessed.